Plaintiff Shea Armstrong's dream of owning a Great Dane became a nightmare when the defendant sold her a sick puppy. He refuses to refund her money. She's suing for $1,800. Defendant Jerome says the plaintiff is barking up the wrong tree because his 30-day health guarantee ran out.
Well, it's kind of a sad case. Go ahead, Shea.
I purchased a dog from this bootleg COVID career, janky old puppy dog seller, and basically he sold me a sick dog.
That's a lot of stuff to put on his card.
Well, yeah, but it all need to be up on there, all of it, from bootleg to janky.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So basically, I've always been obsessed with Scooby-Doo, like the cartoon, the whole thing. I took a trip to Universal Studios with my kids, and just as a sign, I ended up actually meeting the Scooby-Doo mascot. I mean, it sounds a little cheesy, but I was excited. And at that time, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get me a Scooby-Doo, which is a Great Dane. Didn't know how to even get a Great Dane in Buffalo. In conversation, ran across old Mr. COVID career over here.
First of all, Ms. Armstrong is making me be the Mike Vick of Buffalo. Peter, I love dogs.
Oh, now you trying to get sponsorship?
Yeah, I love dogs.
Yeah.
All right,
I sold you a perfectly healthy dog.
Make a long story short, I met up with him, and I ended up paying him in total $1,800 for Scooby. Within maybe about a week and a half, the kids then fell in love with him, everything is well, until the dog was just like lethargic. He was just laying around, like, I mean, it's a puppy, yeah, none of that. He was the whole time, like, it didn't make any type of sense.
The dog was perfectly healthy when she took him. Would she have took a sick dog? No, I don't think so.
Like, I even have pictures. He's a big dog. He was a big puppy. He's like 30 pounds as it is at 8 weeks when I brought him home. I have pictures. I can't even get him to eat. Like, I had to hand feed him. Like,
Did you take him to?
Scoops.
Oh. Did you take him to the vet?
No.
She's kind of dramatic, don't y'all think?
Yeah, okay. I mean, like, for real, I really didn't have the money at the time to even go to the vet. And the dog had a 30-day health guarantee.
Yeah.
That basically says if there's any type of near fatal or fatal occurrence with the dog, to contact the seller. And since it was going on, I called myself keeping good communication and letting him know what was going on.
What did he tell you?
He told me that I could swap out the puppy. Those are the words I can use, swap out. Who swaps out a puppy? Like, you don't swap out a dog. My dog, my friends
and family. Why can't you swap out a dog?
Because I had it a week and a half, and clearly my kids had got attached to it. So anyway, it's a member of the family. It's not a dog. Sorry, it's a lot. I mean, whatever. So at the end of the day, I told him that I didn't want to swap the puppy out right now. It had only been a week and a half, and he agreed. I told him that he had some bite spots, and I had got him to eat as long as I was hand feeding him and that type of thing, and that he was a pack dog, which you probably read on the internet, and that he was a pack dog, and maybe he needed time to adjust away from the pack. I ain't never had a Great Dane. Sounded good to me. So went with that, and like I said, things a little bit okay. And 2 weeks later, Scooby passed away on February 6th at 10:45.
So the dog did die then?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. Now let me hear from you.
Okay, in December, Shea came and picked out the dog. She put a deposit. Next month, she brought the main deposit, took the dog home. 2 weeks later, she called me and said the dog was sick and not run around eating well. I said, okay, well, I can swap out the dog and then we'll go from there. She said, no, she grew attached to the dog. I said, well, take the dog to the vet and see what happened after that. I didn't hear from him anymore after that.
But why are you suing him? What did he do that he shouldn't have done legally?
He didn't go along with the health guarantee. I contacted him and told him what was going on and that the dog appeared sick. He offered to swap out the puppy and said, maybe this, what do you want to do? And I said, okay, I would give it some time. He said, okay, because he had still another puppy or whatever. And a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I'm contacting him to tell him, and all of a sudden I can't get in contact with him. He contacted me after the 30 days. And basically was like, well, what do you want me to do?
Okay.
But I mean, the dog died within the 30 days.
I never got a phone call.
At the end, I didn't say it was your fault. You ain't kill him, but definitely you showed me your bootleg dog.
After you take the dog, I don't know. She could be feeding the dog battery acid fire. I don't know. I don't know how you conduct your business.
Wow.
I don't know how you take care of your dog. When I take it to the vet, you didn't take it to the vet. So I don't think this is my fault. She's being real dramatic right now. I offered to switch the dog out to 2 weeks. What more do you want me to do? And then 2 weeks later, the dog died? And it's my fault?
You just said that you understood and I can give you some time and to keep in contact with you.
Okay.
How would I keep in contact with you when you don't answer the
I
phone?
can sympathize.
And you said to keep in contact with you, and I did that.
Ma'am, let him speak.
Have you had any other issues with other dogs?
No, not once.
Not once?
Nope.
There is a contract that you both signed.
Correct.
And it says, the seller, that you are the legal owner of the dog and you have the right to sell it. You're guaranteeing that the dog is in good health and free from communicable diseases. The guarantee is valid within 30 days of the dog pickup. The dog died within the 30-day period. Now, the next sentence is what is clear here. If fatal, the seller shall replace the dog, you did offer, or if not applicable, because she doesn't want it replaced, a refund will be granted. So according to this contract, it's clear if the dog dies within that 30-day period, which he did, refund will be granted.
That's what I offered to do.
And therefore, I find for the plaintiff in the sum of $1,800.
Thank you, Your Honor. This has been a lot. I appreciate it. We can just move on.
The dog did die. I do honor my contract, so I want to be a fair businessman, so I guess I'm okay with the deal.
Definitely will purchase another dog. This, can't replace my Scoops. But sad lesson learned. I'll make sure that, I'm not doing another with a old backyard breeder and do my research and make sure that I do take the dog to the vet as early as possible. Very sad lesson learned, but I thank you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.